Hello everyone, welcome to Get My Class. Today we are going to solve this question which says which of the following methods is used for vegetative propagation in sugarcane? Options are leaf buds, stem cutting, root and rhizome. So let us understand the question again. The question says which of the following methods is used for vegetative propagation of sugarcane? So the key terminology that is vegetative propagation of sugarcane. So what do you understand by vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation is nothing but a asexual mode of reproduction in case of plants. So what is vegetative propagation? It is nothing but asexual reproduction in plants or asexual mode of reproduction in plant. Okay. Reproduction in plants. So since we are talking about asexual reproduction, here there is involvement of only one parent. So single parent is involved in this case. And this single parent itself will produce many offsprings or new plants. Okay. And all the offsprings are genetically identical. Okay. So these will produce, that is by vegetative propagation, we can produce genetically identical offsprings. So when you talk about genetically identical offsprings, they are genetically identical among themselves. They're also genetically identical to the parent from which they have been produced. Okay. So let us understand the question again. It says, which of the following methods is used for vegetative propagation of sugarcane? So we have to look into the options and tell them by which of these options we can produce sugarcane by vegetative propagation, that is by asexual reproduction. Now, option A says leaf buds. So leaf buds are, these are tiny buds which grow on the leaf, especially on the notches of the leaf blade. Okay, so leaf buds, these produce tiny buds as the name indicates, and these will give rise to new plants. But in case of sugarcane is not a leaf plant, or okay, it's a stem plant. Like we actually eat the stem of sugarcane. Okay, though it has leaves, but leaves cannot be utilized for vegetative propagation. Okay, we are not talking about tissue culture here. We are talking about vegetative propagation. Okay, so leaf buds, they contain new, they will produce new plants. So, for example, if you see in case of bryophyllum, so the leaf look like this, and here these are called as notches, and you can find tiny buds at the notches, and these will give rise to, what are these? These are buds, and these will give rise to new plants, but not in case of sugarcane. So sugarcane leaves will not be utilized for the production of new sugarcane plants. Okay, and hence option A is good. Option B is stem cutting. Option B is stem cutting. As I said, sugarcane itself is a stem plant. So the nodal region of the stem, it consists of tiny buds. Okay, in the nodal region, you can see small node-like structure, or say bud-like structure. These will give rise to new plants. So we can, in case of sugarcane, so best example is sugarcane. So in this, what we will do, we can cut the part of the stem which consists of the node, and then that can be planted again into the soil, and you can see the growth of new plant. Okay, we are not talking about the internodal region, we are talking about nodal region. Hence, option B is the right answer. What about option C? Option C is the root. Okay, it is root. So sugarcane is not produced by vegetative propagation, utilizing roots. Okay, and hence it is ruled out. Okay, now rhizome. So root example I would give you, you can find suckers. So suckers are type of roots only. Okay, these you can see in case of apple tree. These suckers can be a part of stem also, at the base of the stem or near the roots. Okay, so those can be, or those are the ones which will lead to the formation of new plants, and hence option C is also needed. So now option D, what is option D? It is rhizome. So what is rhizome? Rhizome itself is a type of a stem, but it is an underground stem. Okay, best example will be ginger. Ginger. Okay, in these they have again tiny nodes, and these nodes will give rise to new plants. New plants. Okay, but then this is underground. Hence, this will not be considered at all. So option D is also wrong. So what is the right answer? The right answer is option B, that is stem cutting. So let us conclude the answer. So what is the final answer? The final answer will be option B, that is stem cutting. Stem cutting can be utilized for the vegetative propagation in case of sugarcane. I hope you understood the explanation. Thank you, everyone.